Hello buddies, and welcome back to this masterclass for the beginners. And today guys, we're going still to continue on lists in Python. And remember, in the previous lesson we talked about the list comprehension, but we never finished. And as of today, we want to continue from there and finish it. That's the point of this. So welcome once again, and let's get started. So we said that list comprehension offers a shorthand when you want to create a new list based on the value of existing list. So for example, we based a list of fruits, and we wanted a new list containing only the fruit with the letter A in the name. So we did something simple like this. We created a list over here, which was a fruit, and then we assigned it. We put in some fruits over there. So that is it, and we had apples, and then we had banana there. Then we had a cherry. Actually, it should be in a string. Cherry. Then we had we must put this comma there. We had mango, and we can leave it there for now. And then we created a new list down here. We created a new list. And again we assigned it what? Just created just like that. And then now we use the for loop to append. We use the method append to put into this new list over here. So we did something like this for x in fruits. For x in fruits, what should we do? Check if this string was there. It was an apple there in. So with the A, which actually starts with apple, and then we say it's in x. What should we do? The new list now. Then dot append x. And then later on we realized that we can. I'm sorry, anyway, you should put Control Z. Yeah. And then we appended X in here. And then we realized that we can do this such an example in a shorthand ways. And if we print this, we could probably get the new list now, just like that. So if we run this, yeah, here we are. We had something like this. And then we realized that we can actually do what? We can comprehend this to have a small line of code. So we said that now we can come down. Let's just comment this out. Just comment this. And then in a shorter way we could do something like just So we had a new list here, new list, and then we had now this shorthand, which was X for X in fruits if we had something like this, A in X. This is something that we did, so I thought that's good to repeat on this. So in X, just like that. Then now we can print. So print new list. Print new list, just like that. So this was the shorthand for the above long lines that we did. So you see, we can have something like that on the console, which was a very simple way to do it. So again guys, so today we will talk about is the syntax for this. So the syntax for this, the turn value is a new list, leaving the old list unchanged. So the condition is like a filter that only accepts the item that evaluates to true. So for example, this one here will only accept the items that are not an apple. So for example, if I do something like this, if I say new list, a new list is equal to the same, almost the same thing here. Just copy this, so copy, and then I'll create a list here, then paste in here. The only thing that I want to change now is X for X in fruits. If X is not, if no, this one I will have to change this. If X is not equal to apple, then what should we have? Take this here. Have some apple in there. Apples. Now if I run this, let me just cut this one and just paste it down here. And now let me run this. Yeah, you see? So you have banana, cherry, and mango. So what have I done here? So I have the banana, cherry, and that. So this one, the condition if X is not equal to apple will turn true, and for all elements other than apple, making the new list contain all fruits except apple. So you can see we don't have apple in our list, in our printout here. You can see our printout, there is no apple. So we said, yeah, so we will not have apple there. So the condition is optional and it can be omitted. So with the no if statement here, what can we have anyway? With now if, what can we have? Let me just make this if and say X for X in fruits, and then remove this if. So what can we have here? X for X in fruits. You see we had apple, banana, cherry. Yeah, so let me just remove this maybe. Let me just run this again. So apple, banana, cherries. So we can look through everything. So let's talk about iterable. So iterable can be any iterable object like a list, a tuple, or a set. So we can use the range method or I mean the range function to create an iterable. So to do that, we just create a new list here. Symbol. Let me actually have this. Let me just remove all this and create a new list, which is equal to let's say x for x in range of 10. Yeah, something like that. So if so guys, we can use let's run this first of all. So I'm running this, and it seems that I already got them wrong. I forgot to put some print there, so I can hit this. So we are using a range method function, or a range function, to create an iterable. So let me just print this first. Print new list. So to print this, I just want to print this new list here. Control that and paste in here. Now we can run it, and as you can see, we have 0 to 9. There we go. So so we have used the range to iterate through. So let's use the same example, but not using the condition there, and see what we can get. So we will have to say x for x in range 10, and then we can put a condition here. If x is less than 5, so this will only accept a number and numbers lower than 5. So to do that, let's run it. So you see we have 0 to 5. So let's talk about the expression. So the expression is the current item in the iteration, but it's also the outcome, which you can manipulate before it ends up like a list item in the new list. So let's do this expression. So in an expression, we will have to change a little bit things. Let me just move this, and I can say x to upper using it up, and then we can say for x in fruits. So I should have created these fruits again. Fruits. So let me just create the list here. So I will have my list, and call fruits is equal to, and I can put in some fruits, which is apples, there, so you can have some you can have cherry, you can have mango, and maybe we had one more. So we have this list, so let's have a new list here, and we use this example here. So we're going to change this into uppercase, right? So we can print new list and see whether you can have uppercases. So you see all of them, we have them as in uppercase. So you can set the outcome to whatever you like. What else should we talk now? So let's see how we can set all the value in the new list to maybe wolf or hello. Let's see there how we can do that. So we have this new list here, and we can say something like hello for X in fruits. So we can change everything there to hello. So let's run this again, and you can see everything is hello. Oh, Python is great anyway. I can't imagine this without a programming language. So the expression can also contain a condition, not like a filter, but as a way to manipulate the outcome. So for example, this one is going to return orange instead of banana. So we want this new list. This one, let's remove this. And now we have to create X if X is not equal, so it's not equal to X. X if X is not equal to banana, else then we put this orange here, orange. Do we have orange in? Yeah, maybe this mango. Mango, and then for X in fruits. So what are we going to do here? So we are going to return orange instead of a banana. I mean mango instead of a banana. So let's see this. Let's run this, and you can see what? Oh, never happened, right? Let me check it out. Okay. And then I have this as and then here on my example I should say X if X is not equal to banana, else for X in fruits. So let me just run this again. So let me run this and see whether it's okay. Yeah, it's doing the way I want it. No, there's something is wrong here. Something is wrong here. Let me just check it, then I come back. So guys, it's working because I just want to return orange instead of a banana. So you can see banana is in here, and if I run it again, you can see I've returned. Stop running to that. Yeah. So you can see I returned the orange instead of a banana. So again, let's talk about so this expression and this expression return the item if it's not a banana. If it's a banana, then it returns oranges. So let's talk about the next thing here, which is sorting a list. So how do we sort a list? So we want to sort a list alphabetically, and you should know that list object have a sort method that will sort the list alphabetically and ascending by default. So let's sort this list alphabetically. So I have my list here again, and now I can say, let me just put this line here, and now I can say this list dot this list dot sort. Okay, now I should pick the list itself, which is this one here. Just copy this, just print over here, dot. So I wanted to sort it alphabetically, and by default, if I sort this, what do we have? And so let's print it here. Fruits. Let's print it and see automatically or by default what we have. So we have apple, banana, cherry, kiwi, mango. So this is sorted in alphabetical way. So let's again sort in numerically. So we can see these were sorted alphabetically because A comes before B and B comes before C, C comes before K and K comes before M. This was sorted alphabetically. So let's talk about numbers again. So let's sort this list of numerically. This list numerically. So this list is here again. Let's have a number. Or should I create another one? Just let me create a new one with this, because maybe I need this. Just paste it down here, and we can just comment this one here. Just like that, so we can have numbers. So we can have 100, we can have 50, we can have 200, we can have 65, we can have 83, we can have 40. You see? So we want to sort these numbers. So let's sort it and see what result we have. So this should be numbers. Oh, just a list in a program. So this list dot sort, and let me just call it a list. Let me just call it this list, and now I can copy this, and then now just sort it. List dot sort, and then we should print the list here. So let's see if it can arrange from the smallest to the biggest. So 40, 50, as you can see by default, start from the number we just got, the lower value to the largest value. So let's see how we can sort in descending. So to sort in a descending, we use the keyword argument reverse equal to true. So let's see this. So we have this list here, for example. Let me just again comment this out and then comment this one. Now in here I just wanted to say fruits that sort, and I wanted to sort it in a reverse. This one here equals to true. So let's see the reverse of this, then print. Yeah, it should be true. Oh, true. then here now I just want to put some fruits here. So let's see the reverse, how it works. There we have from mango, kiwi, cherry. So you see we sorted in the reverse way. So let's see how we can also we can sort the list in a descending. So in a descending with the numbers, so I'm just going to comment this again, then comment this because I just want to use these numbers. So I'll say so list dot sort reverse is to go through, and then this list. So let's see the reverse where we can have 40. I think we should have almost the same thing. Oh, 40, 18. Yeah, this is just the reverse, doing the reverse. So you're gonna have 200. What is this? What was this? The reverse is equal to true. Okay, just run again. So we have 200, 100, 800. Yeah, it's a reverse because we have started from the largest number to the smallest number, so that was the reverse. So let's customize the sort function, and you can also customize your own function by using the keyword argument, which is key equal to a function. So the function will return a number that will be used to sort the list into the lowest number first. So let's do it. So we want to sort this list based on how close the number is to 50. So let me just let me create a function here. I hope that you're familiar with functions because we have used it in some way. So to define a function, you just click define, and my function, and in this function I just want to pass in some number, so I can say any there. Again, I just come down and say return A, B, S absolute, which is now n minus, and let's say 50, right? And then I'll come now create a list. So this is this list. This is now the list that I have. Let me have some numbers inside. So I just want to have 100, then I have 50, then I have, let's say, 63, let's have another one, let's say 81, and let's have maybe 20. Yeah. So again, I should come this down and then say this list dot sort, and the key now, the key equals to my function, the key equal to my function. Yeah, that one. So I can print, I can come down and then print this list here, print this list, copy and paste it here, and let's run this. So what am I doing here? So what I'm doing here is so I'm just sorting a number based on how close the number is to 50. So let's run it again. Let's see a number which is, was there an error? Function is in one requires a position argument n. Okay, let me check this out. I think the program, I didn't have to call this that way. So that's how we call these functions in here. So run it again, and there. So 50 was more close to 50, and 60 more close there, and you can see here. So that is it. Those are the answers, and yeah. So let's talk about case insensitive sort. So by default, the sort method is a case sensitive, resulting in all capital letters being sorted before lowercase letters. So let's do one example here, and we will have to sort, and yeah, let's do it. So let's create a list here. Again, I should remove this, then create this list is equal to let's have banana, let's have orange, comma, and then have orange, and then have comma there, and again have, let's say, what else? Let's have kiwi, let's put a comma there, and let's have some cherry, and there we go. So let's come down here, this list, and dot sort, and you can see we have methods to do with the list here. You can leverage this append, pop, copy, count, clear. We have so many methods here, reverse, and we have almost used a couple of them, but let's continue to sort. And we want to sort and print it out. So print this list, so run it again, and it's being sorted: banana, cherry, kiwi, and orange. So this is just as expected. So we have said that case sensitivity sorting can give an expected result, because sorting is always case sensitive. So likely we can use built-in function as a key function when sorting a list. So if you want a case sensitive sort function, just use store.lower as a key function here. So we can use that again and say that we can have our list here in the sort, and then you can use the key function here. Key equals to string lower, then again print there. This one I think string.lower key. The key is string.lower, so we will have, let's run this. This is problem. So again I just something wrong over here. So there we go. Banana, cherry, kiwi. Yeah. So this is a case sensitive sort of list. So let's talk about reverse order. So what if you want to reverse the order of a list regardless of the alphabet? So the reverse method reverses the current sorting order of the elements. So we still have our list here, and I just want to reverse them. Just remove these and just reverse them. So we are using the method that is here. And if I print, let's see whether we can start with cherry there. Yeah, so it has worked as expected. So that is it. Let's see how we can copy a list. Yes? Yeah, let's see how we can copy a list, because it's a very short subtopic. Yeah. So You cannot copy a list simply by typing list 2 is equal to list 1, because list 2 will only be referenced to list 1, and a change made in list 1 will automatically also be made in list 2. So we use the copy method, and if you use that, it's an inbuilt in a list, and it can work. So let's find out if it's possible. So we still have our list here, and let me see if I can copy. So let me create my list here, which is a new list, or which is called new list, is equals to this list over here, this list dot copy. Yeah, you see the copies here, and yeah, and now we can print new list. Let's see whether we have copied new list. So run this, and there you go. We have banana, orange, kiwi. So we have copied the list. Let's again. So another way to make a copy is to use the built-in method called list method. So let's make a copy using the list method. So we have this banana here, again our list, and a new list. So let's use a list here, list method, and okay, just remove this, and we say list, which is a class. We can use this to copy so easily. This list, and let's see whether we have copied the list. Yeah, we did it. So we can, there's another way of doing this, which is this, and the other one is just the copy. Yeah, so we have used the copy method, and we have used the list method. So let's also see how we can use the slice operator. So you can also make a copy of a list by using a full colon and then slice operator. So to make a copy of a list with the full colon operator here, we can do a symbol this. So we just again doing this. So Python has some main rules of doing these things. So this list, and we can use this full colon here to do it. Simple as that. Imagine if let's print it out and see whether we have copied. Yeah, there we go. So we have used this operator to copy the list. Yeah, that is it. All about copying. Let's see how we can join lists. How long is this? So to copy, to join a list, so simple. So joining two lists, there are several ways to join or concatenate two or more lists in Python. One of the easiest way by using the plus operator. For example, we have list 1 here. Let me just remove this, and then I should have list 1 is equal to, let's have some character in here, A, and let's have another here which is P, and lastly let's have C, and remember to put a comma here, and let me have another list here. Just copy, and let's have list 2, which should be of numbers, so 1, 2, 3, and we can have a comma here to separate. And now to join this, we can have almost 3 list 3 here, and assign list 1 plus list 2. So it's list 1 plus list 2. Simple as that. and then now we can print list 3. Print list 3. So if I run this, we have joined them. You can see there. So that's how we join. So another way to join two lists is by appending all the items from list 2 to list 1, one by one. So again, to know that, we can, so using the append method, so we have this, and we can now omit this over here. Let's see, for x in list 2, just like that. We can now pick list 1 dot append x one by one, just like that, and then we print list 1. So if I run this, you can see now we're going to append from list 2 to 1 by one. So for every letter in list 2, okay, for every number in list 2, let's append it to list 1 by one. So if we run this again, there we go. We have the answer. So you can see it's still working using my for loop. So another way of doing it is by use of the extend method, where the purpose is to add elements from one list to another list. So we can use the extend method here to add list 1 at the end of the list. To add list 2 at the end of list 1. So we have here our lists, and let's use this extend and see how it works. So we have list 1 here. We have list 1 here dot extend list 2, and now we can print list 1 and see whether we have joined them. So you can see it's still working. So that is it. And lastly, we want to talk about list method, but I'm just going to mention them because time is really not on our side. So Python list methods, okay. So Python has a set of built-in methods that you can use on list. The first method here, we have there are like 10 of them, not 10 actually, they cannot be. So the first one is append, which adds an element to the end of the list, a clear, which removes all the elements from a list, and we have the copy method, which returns a copy of the list, and a count, which returns the number of elements with the specified value, and we have the extend, which actually adds the element of our list or any iteratable to end of the current list. Index method, which returns the index of the first element with the specified value. We have the insert method, which adds an element at the specified position. We have the pop, which removes the element at the specified position. And we have the remove, which removes the item with the specified value. We have the reverse, which reverses the order of the list. And lastly, we have the sort, which sorts the list. So guys, you can go and try those out and see how they work. Actually, we have used them. So thank you so much, and this comes to an end of a lesson, and see you in the next class, where we will now start talking about Python tuples. Is your guy once again, the Wolf. And if you like this, guys, please just subscribe.